Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube. What's going on, people? This is Influence, and we've come to the last member of the Stunted Con crew, the IDW Transformations version of Wildrider, which is called Disorder and Never Called Again. Again, the book, might as well throw that thing. It's all right. It's not too bad, but you know, the book is what the book is. So here we go with their version of Wildrider. You see his face sculpt. It's kind of weird. He got the eyebrow like down. He looks kind of like a mean dude, like Frankenstein, which I always thought he was modeled off Frankenstein. Got his pistol. Pistol not too bad. I actually think his pistol's the best, one of the best. And yeah, I think his pistol's one of the best. But it also doesn't clash too much with it. But I know there's some things on here I will get to, like right here. I think this should be gloss. I get to it more in the car mode. I'm sure they did it for style reasons, but it's glossy and I want the whole thing glossy. So it's metallic paint. It's supposed to be. Let's take this out of his hand and you can see the sculpt and the paint work. Cool. The handle doesn't do anything. I think this moves down so you can store it. That's some dust or something. And that's that for that. So we'll get back to that when it's time to store. So let's compare him to a few figures, as always. I got his X-Trans VOTS counterpart. And the faithful Mirage, who's been pulling comparison duty for these guys. And as with the other ones, they're about the same height. So they're definitely masterpiece heights in robots. I like to call, like in the description, I have it as MP sized, because I say that I know a lot of people there's arguments to be made for everything, but MP is as much aesthetic as it is size, I believe. I think when most people consider MP, it's G1-ish. Sometimes it's extremely cartoon accurate. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just G1 versions mixed with some cartoon accuracy, some liberties, but it's still G1. You can tell, these aren't G1. So that's why I say MP size and not just MP. But you could have these in the mix with your masterpiece collection if you wanted to. So as far as articulation, we'll get into that. His head is not well articulated. It goes up about that much, goes down about that much. And it can spin, actually, okay, I'm lying. Okay, goes up about that much and it goes down. You can get it down more if you open this, if you wanted it for pictures. Like he actually can go down all the way due to transformation. But you can get it down if you wanted it for pictures and put that like that, and it doesn't look terrible. You can tell it's kind of unnatural, but it is a robot, so they're all unnatural. But so it's not as terrible as I once thought. It does go all the way around, but it is on a ball joint, I believe, so it's kind of hard just because of the shape of the head. The arms, you got this much out. You got no butterfly. You can't get it all the way around. It does hit back here a little bit on this backpack. I know I got the backpack wrong, but tires are supposed to be up in here like this. Yeah, I never could figure that out, or maybe they're supposed to be back out. I don't know. I couldn't figure that out, and I didn't want to do too much as I said in the last reviews, it's just a lot of gloss paint or plastic. I don't know. This guy probably pulls off the gloss. His gloss looks more like paint, and it's not that chipping that's around. It probably is on some parts. I'll probably see it on some parts, but like even here, like the lines are sharp. So I think his was probably done the best. Also like his car, one of the best. But let's get back to articulation. He does have a double jointed. No, yeah, it's kind of double jointed due to transformation, because it does have to go like that. So it does get more than 90 degrees. And he has the upper bicep swivel. I don't know if this does anything, but these can get out the way as well. He does have waist turn, no crunch. None of them have crunch. I don't know why I just did it on his. I probably should have touched on that on the other ones, but none of them have crunch. He can do the splits. Has these skirts that can get up one by one, which is what most people like. And there's nothing impeding him in the back. So he can do the hurdles as well without hitting anything. Has the built in at the top is the swivel, which is like the thigh swivel. This gets you 90 degrees, the knee. It almost looks double jointed, but it's not. I think that's all for transformation. And then you get a rocker, about like that. Toe tilt down, toe tilt up pretty much. And you got independent heel spurs. So that's in a nutshell. He's pretty articulate. Guess we'll get him into car mode. And we'll see. Hopefully I don't have too much trouble with this guy. He's pretty straightforward, but you never know. I may have forgot. It's been a little minute. So let's not do that first. Let's get this first right here. It's clipped on. Pull that out like that. Then you can flip this up. It like goes right there. So I just flipped that up to get it out the way, and then you can get access to all this stuff. Put the heel spur in, move it up like this. Move this like that, because then you have to flip this up. Yeah, flip that all the way up. Then move this like this to the front. And you get his tire out here. You just leave it like that for now. You can flip his waist joint, because you're gonna have to. So I flip that, and now you have something that resembles this. It's so that's so simple. I'm sitting here trying to figure out if there's more to do, and I don't think there is. So you lift that up. You can lift this up. It's kind of like in here. It's not really tabbed in anywhere. Just had that tire out. I just like to get it out so I don't forget. Sometimes I do. Flip that in, put that up, pull this down like that. Then you can flip this up, then move this in here like that. And I think that's pretty much it for the leg. I'm gonna get this stuff together. Get this out here. I don't know what the best course of action is on this. You just gotta try to get all this stuff out of the way, and then move the car around. It's tight. It's this right here spins, so I'm gonna hold that and try to spin it. Yeah, there we go. Once it gets like here, it gets hung up on stuff right here. And it probably would be easier just to the fact that for this. So I guess with reviews, you can tell, you can move these windows out. I'm just gonna move them out so I don't get anything just to have them out. Oh, there you go. Couldn't see that. Then I'm going to move these arms. I'm going to deal with this stuff after I get this together. We'll move these arms back and then do the double joint. Back and do the double joint. Close his hands, of course. I always forget their hands. I think I forgot the hands the last time. They're all on one pin and they have a fixed thumb. Kind of how the Studio series is. And I just talked about that. That's funny. Yeah, so sorry about that. I missed that opportunity. So pull that out. We're going to put this in because it might be easier to close this. So once you have that, then you can slide this together. And it's slide it all the way together. Then it might be easier to work with this part. And maybe not. It's just a mess back here. Yeah, these clearance, they really should have fixed a lot of the clearances. I'm gonna bend out and try to get it in its final position. That might help. There we go, right there. Then you bend this out, get it in its final position. Then this right here goes up on like a double hinge. You want to try to get it over top of that, like that, and do it over here, like that. There's a little, and you can't see that. What I did, if you couldn't see it, is lift over those two tabs in the lip. And there's a little thing. It's all black plastic, so it's kind of hard to see. But there's a little tab right there that goes in somewhere over here, I believe, in that little space. Yeah, it is that little space right there. And see how it creates that flushness. Then you can get these wheels out. And it may be, it may help a little with everything else. Now let's see, turn this way. Yeah, it helps a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, it doesn't help a great deal because of this right here. Like, I'm not sure why, but so you want to peg the doors in here in the arms, as long as they're up where they're supposed to go. I believe they stay here. Yeah, it's kind of a hinge in there, but it goes in if you push it in right, and then it can peg in right there. Let's try to get it pegged in first. There we go. This one over here. Then I'm gonna pull this up. I think it goes, I think that's why this won't close, is because this right here, you want to pull up the windshield, and these joints are all tight, man. It's a mess. Let me see, pull that out, and how they go. They rock up. And they're going to go into, there's a little space in there. It occupies. Once you rock it up, it should peg in right there. There's a peg. Goes up and it pegs pretty good. Then you peg this onto there. Then you fold that up. Should be right. Then you can peg this tire in there. Like that. And then try to get this right in here. Yeah, so my mistake is no hinge. You just push it up a little bit, pull it up, and it just stays in that position. So let's do the same thing over here. Peg that in there like that. Peg this down here. Well, make sure you got this right. Then peg this. That's a little tricky because you gotta get all this stuff together. So you peg this down here. Then you gotta try to get that foot underneath in there, but it's not super bad. And you get this together right there. Get that in that little peg under there. It's not nearly as bad as some of the other ones. Trying to see. It's hard to see behind the camera. That's what it always is. All right. I think that's right. That's all right. You get these together. Slide these again. Well, there you go. I'm gonna slide it all the way. It's probably good now because it's in the right spot. So you get this. There's a little tab there that goes in there. Tabs up here. Just gotta line them up right. Gotta push them in. Same thing over here. And this one came out. Both of them look like they came out because I probably was pushing on the roof. But it's all right. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Then move this down. Make sure that's together. Move this down here. It pegs on right there. And right here. Woo. And there we go. And that's about as close. Now here we go. Let me see. It's a little hard to get that peg in right there, like solid. I'm gonna try after I get him in combo mode. So, and now we're in car mode. And I think this car is one of the best looking as well. This and drag strip. Now, what I was talking about was this up here. I'm sure it's because of the accents, but I wonder why it wasn't gloss. It probably should have been gloss. To me, it looks kind of weird not being gloss. And I don't know if they forgot or if they were trying to make it a little, you know, like accents. Like everything isn't gloss on the other ones either, but it just, the other ones look more, trying to get this right. The other ones look more together than this does with this. The other thing is right here, and I think I lost them, unfortunately. I'm gonna look around, but there's like some little fins that go on there and they kept falling off, and I probably should have took them out and put them in the box or put them somewhere safe, because it seemed one kept falling out. I know where one is for sure because I found it the other day, but the other one's probably in the couch where I like to mess with these things when I first get them. So you have red headlights. Got this here that's not painted. I'm sure that's for some accent. That don't look bad. It does look like some accent. Yeah, got the gas tank over here. Got the rims, rubber tires. Underneath you can see kind of the robot. You see the arms. Spoiler. Headlights. Did the headlights fall out? No, I guess they look rubbery. They look like they were supposed to be something else and they fell out. I don't know. I want to look. I need to look on the box. Looks kind of weird. Thought it would be like clear. Wonder why they didn't make that clear plastic or like, you know, shiny clear plastic like glass. But who knows? Then you got your gun. Got that notch on both sides. You store it right here in this notch. I don't think it, at first I thought it mattered which way you did it, but I don't think it does for this guy. It may for the other ones, I don't know. If I can find it. Oh wait, I think you gotta do it like this. No, it is like this. Yeah, I had trouble before. I think you might have to have it like this, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Because it looked like it fits perfect. Wonder why it won't fit the other way. But anyway. So you had that, it doesn't fall out. And it rolls. Again, you have some clearance issues, but he might be smoother than drag strip. He just has less steps. So let's get into, let me take this out, but we're gonna get into leg mode. I believe you don't have to take that out, but I'm not sure. So here we're just gonna pull this back. We're gonna pull this down again, pull these in. Get them out. Pull that out. Get that out. Got to get it around, like, man. So then you pull this down. Then pull these up. Just like you were going to robot, but you just got to do this hood. So pull that up. And then these square little things go into, there's a, I don't know if you can see it. See that hole, that square peg right there on the arms? That's where they go. So I'll try to get that in there. It's kind of difficult. Shouldn't be this difficult, but it is. There we go. Got that side in. This side. And kind of like the tires rest in the little square. Oh no, there we go. Just have to get it right. So yeah, then I think that's it. So then this is combine mode. It's gonna stick on the leg. Yep. All right, so I appreciate you joining me. Next up is the big guy. Finally, we're gonna get to that, and I will get up with you in that video.
Ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.